Hey, it's Rachel from Burn That Butter, and it is a beautiful day here in the middle of April. And I was thinking, it's getting to be that time of year where you may want to have snacks in your car, but you don't want stuff that's going to melt. I know I live in the real world, and I often am running errands. Maybe things just take me a little bit longer than I would like it to, and you don't want to be caught off guard and not have healthy snacks in the car or just kind of on you, so then you're not tempted to do things like run through the drive-through or buy things that just normally you wouldn't do because you're feeling a little bit hangry. So a little bit of planning goes a long way, and I'm going to show you a bunch of different options just to kind of give you some ideas for things that you can do to have in your car. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to show you is dried fruit. Now, obviously this is a big package of fruit, and what I would encourage you to do is to look on the back and see what your serving size is, measure that out, and maybe put that in a small snack bag or something along those lines. But different kinds of dried fruit, this is definitely something that will satisfy that sweet craving, as well as giving you a little bit of fiber. Okay, so dried fruit, that is definitely one of them. The next thing that you can do is different kinds of nuts. Well, there's all kinds of nuts that are out there, and you can find the things that work for you. But I really like things like these little packages of macadamias. I make no commission from saying this, but there's a company called House of Macadamias, and they sell these little packages. It's about 280 calories, almost all pure fat. A little bit of protein, a little bit of fiber, lots of micronutrients, and something like this is definitely a great option, already portion controlled for you. Okay, same thing goes with the Peely Hunters. If you've watched my channel, you know I love Peely nuts. They are absolutely delicious. Now, this small package here is about 360 calories. But you can certainly edit yourself and maybe only eat half, or even measure some out. But Peely nuts, any other kinds of nuts, it could be peanuts, it could be cashews, it could be almonds, pumpkin seeds, whatever it is that you like. But nuts and seeds are definitely another option. Okay, I am also a big fan of the different Quest protein chips. These are great when you want a little something crunchy, but you don't want all of the crazy calories. Now, this whole bag here is 140 calories, 5 grams of fat, and 5 grams of carbohydrates with 1 gram of fiber, and it's 19 grams of protein. So that will definitely hit the spot, and there's all kinds of flavors. All right, so nut butters, this is something else that you can definitely do, and I like these kinds of packages. Now, Nuts and More is a company, again, I make no commission from saying this. They have all different kinds of flavors of either almond-based butters, as well as peanut-based ones as well, and they have a bunch of different flavors. And what the Nuts and More ones are, and I really like this because they take the nut butter, but then they also have pre-mix in some protein powder. So you get even more protein for bang for your buck. So for example, this one is really nice. It is an almond one with obviously chocolate kind of mixed into it. And so for this package, it's 190 calories. There are 9 grams of protein that are in here, and 8 grams of carbohydrates. So you can look for different nut butters. If you go in the nut butter aisle, you will see there's all different kinds of brands of like these little single serving type things. These are great to stick in your bag, in a purse, in a gym bag, in your car, and they don't melt. Okay, so another option would be things like either like these sort of sausagey type things. These are just a couple ones that I happen to have in my house. These little Archer ones. I want to say I get these from Target. That sounds right. But this cute little one, it is only 50 grams of, sorry, not 50 grams, it's 50 calories for this little thing here, but it's 4 grams of protein and 3 grams of fat. All right, so you have like these little meat sticks. This one is certainly a bigger one. This company makes these kind of large ones. This one here is an original recipe, but there's a bunch of different ones. And this is 24 grams of protein right here. 170 calories for the whole stick, and the fat on here is 60 calories worth of fat in this stick. So there's all kinds of, there's biltong. Biltong is very similar to like a jerky, but it's like a dried meat kind of done in a style that originated out of Africa. So there's biltong, there's jerky, and then there are these meat sticks. There are ones that are made with turkey. There are ones that are made from even like salmon. So and chicken. So depending on what your taste buds and just kind of what you like, or if you have dietary restrictions, there's a lot of different choices that are out there for meat sticks. Okay, so another thing that you can go for is things like these little individual packs of olives. And what's nice about these is there's no juice that's in here, so when you open it up, you're not going to get juice like all over your car. And these ones, I want to say that I get these just at like my regular grocery store. These particular ones I get from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so $1.25 for and there are a bunch of different packs, different like flavors that are out there, and so little individually packed olives. That is something that you could do as well. Now, choosing my words carefully here. I try to be environmentally aware. You can certainly pre-pack your own things in like little small containers, and that would work too. It just depends on what's going on in your life. How busy you are and whether that's something that will work for you. But I recycle everything, so I guess that offsets things a little bit. Okay. Going back. Now, there are also like protein cookies that are out there. Lenny's and Larry's. This is just like a brand that is out there. So 16 grams of protein in the serving, but you have to be careful because the serving size of this is just half of the cookie. So if you're thinking about your calories, this entire pack is 420 calories, but it would be 55 grams of carbohydrates, but 10 grams of fiber. So in the end, the net would just be 45 for this, which is still kind of high for me. That would be like half of my carbohydrates for like the whole day. But it would be a really good source of your protein. If you ate this whole thing, that would be 32 grams of protein. I would try to go for ones that maybe don't have like the chocolate chips in it. Like they make like a apple cinnamon one, they make a peanut butter one. There's a bunch of different flavors. But if I was going to store this in my car, I would want to not have the ones that have chocolate because I don't want it to be a melty mess and get it like all over my face, hands, or clothes. Okay, protein cookies. That is another option that is out there. There are also things like these little individual packs of like seaweed. This is a little bit harder to eat in the car, like especially if you're moving in the car, but it's still possible, believe me. Ask me how I know. But maybe if you're like at a stoplight or you come to your destination, you can eat something like this and get a little bit of that crunchy and a little bit of the salt. There's a lot of different varieties of seaweed that are available out there, and so this is also a great option for having a little something in the car. Now, a package like this, it's only 25 calories. It is 1 gram of protein, which, like every gram adds up, and 2 grams of fat. But this is another option that's out there for you. Okay, what else do I have? See, I'm like full of all kinds of ideas. Now, this is something that I bought at around Valentine's Day, and this lesser evil popcorn, and there, you know, there's other, obviously there's other brands out there. There's things like Skinny Pop and, you know, all kinds of things like that. But like little individual bags of popcorn are not going to melt in your car. What I liked about these ones, like I said, these were at Valentine's Day. And so they're very tiny, tiny little bags. And the idea was you could give these instead of cards for Valentine's to all of your friends. This is my last bag that I have of that. Okay. So then of course there's like little crackers. This is something that my husband likes. Not my personal favorite, but you know, like in a pinch, if you don't want to go and, you know, spend money, and this is something that you have in your house, there you could make something like this for yourself, and put it in like a little container. But crackers, maybe with just a little bit of nut butter, or without, depending on your preference. This is another option, something that's not going to melt in your car. Okay, now the next couple of things that I have are just kind of how my brain thinks about things. Maybe if you are sensitive to blood sugar swings, that sort of thing, if you are prone to low blood sugar episodes, you may want to have something that's a little more sugar based. So this is my husband called these fancy pants candies. This is a fancy pants candy. This is like a little rose flavored little pastilles, and they come in this cute little container, which I am working on opening here. There we go. And you get these very cute, tiny little flavorful candies. And they're, you know, this is just an example. I like things like this because it's just different, right? It's not vanilla, it's not chocolate, it's not, you know, kind of your normal boring flavors. I like these ones. This particular company, they make like a violet one, they make this rose one, they have a couple of different floral flavored ones, as well as lemon and things like that. But small candies like this can be really nice if you just want a little something in your mouth. Maybe, you know, if it's the summer and your mouth is like getting a little dry, getting a little tacky, and you want a different flavor in your mouth. Same thing for something like Altoids or peppermints. See, the thing is like if I have this in my car, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Altoids, and I definitely love things like this, but I'm not going to eat a box of them. I may eat one, and then I have a little something sweet in my mouth, and I am happy. So this can, you know, another thing about something that has a really strong kind of flavor like this is to, like, let's say you eat this rose candy, or you eat these really strong spicy mints, then like, do you want to eat like potato chips or something after that? No, because that would be gross, right? So it can be a way to kind of stave off a craving, and again, have just a little something in your mouth. So, and these are easy to transport and keep in your car, purse, gym bag, whatever. Okay. Now, the last thing, and this is, and I acknowledge this is going to sound completely weird, but glucose tablets. Okay, glucose tablets. This is something that if you go to like the diabetes area of a grocery store, a pharmacy, these are very, very inexpensive, and they do come in various flavors, and it is nothing, it's just pure kind of medical grade sucrose. Okay, sucrose, dextrose, whatever. Whatever. And the crows are saying hi to me, like they're my friends. Like we talk to each other and we give each other gifts. So something like this is really kind of nice because I am not tempted to just eat this. So, like, if this is in my car, I'm not going to ham out on these glucose tablets. But if I am feeling my blood sugar dropping and I really need to eat something, I can have one of these for 15 calories, and it's just pure carbohydrates, and that can be enough to get me where I'm going and to find something more appropriate for me to eat. So these are just some ideas. If you're like me, you have a busy life, you're out, you're doing stuff, you're going to the gym, you're running the kids around, whatever it is that you're doing, but you need to have options. Okay, so if you fail to plan, then that's where you get in trouble. Okay, so like this little bag here, like literally, this isn't even kind of filled all the way to the top with all this stuff, but you could literally just have something like this in your car, or just have one or two of these items in your car. You know what you like, you know what you want to eat, all of those kinds of things. You know what's going to kind of like what times of day maybe you tend to have these issues where you need to have a little something in the car for a snack. And so don't fail to plan. You want to plan so that you can succeed, and succeed in whatever it is that your goals are. If your goals are to gain muscle, if your goals are to have body recomposition, to lose fat and gain muscle, look better, look more fit, look more toned. The word tone doesn't really even mean anything, but you know what I'm saying. These are ways that you can achieve your goals. And I am all about you being successful, because I have lost over 100 pounds with diet and exercise. And I started out at 285 pounds. Okay, so you don't get to that size unless you like to eat. So if you have some other ideas, things that I haven't suggested, I would love to know, because I'm all about options. And have a great day. And hey, if you made it all the way this far, put like a little food-based emoji down in my comments. Like that would be entertaining. And let me know, was this helpful for you? Are there things that you use? That sort of thing. I'm really interested to know. Hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and just keep doing what you're doing. Try to break a sweat every single day. Get out there, move your body, and try new foods, try new food combinations, see what works, do little experiments on your own body as far as diet and exercise and all of that, and drinking more fluid, and just see where it leads you. Have an amazing, amazing day. I love you all.